In the Getting Started section of this course, all the information I'm going to discuss here is written on document form, but this just kind of reiterates and explains some of the points that are in those documents. This course, the Modular Education Program for Activity Professionals, is part of the National Certification Council for Activity Professionals Certification Program. Completion of this course is one of the requirements to become nationally certified. My hope is that you will pursue national certification upon completing the course, and I will be happy to assist you in defining your path for certification. NCAP certification is not mandatory, although I would really encourage you to do so. And if you have any questions about certification, feel free to contact me. The required textbook for this course is called Activities Keep Me Going and Going. I use the revised version, Volume A. I was told the college bookstore has some of these books available where you can purchase them. If the college bookstore runs out of the books, I have them for sale on my website as well. So contact me for more information if you have difficulty finding the textbook. You are going to need the textbook as there are associated readings with a lot of the tasks. This is a self-paced course, meaning there are no defined deadlines for any of the assignments. It is up to you to establish your own study and assignment schedule. However, there is a 6-month time limit on the course, meaning that you have 6 months to complete the course from the day you register. The course is divided into 6 lessons, so it would make sense to, at the very least, try and complete at least 1 lesson per month. The programming lesson does take a little bit longer, so it would be smart to try and get to that lesson by the 4th or 5th month you're in the class to make sure that you're able to complete all the tasks that are assigned. If you have any difficulty setting up your schedule, by all means reach out to me and I'll be happy to assist you with defining time for the class. There are 6 lessons to the class. Each lesson will have an introductory video kind of letting you know what it's about and what some of the key assignments are. As you can see, the class covers a variety of topics. Lesson 1 talks about the activity profession itself and some of the things that we need to know as an activity professional. Lesson 2 goes into the older adult. Lesson 3 is professional approaches to care. Lesson 4 is all the documentation. Lesson 5 is a programming lesson, and as I said, there are some tasks in that lesson that have to be completed over a 2-week period, so we're going to have time for that. And also in Lesson 5, it's required that you complete a theme week plan and actually conduct it. So you might want to think about that now, kind of think ahead as to when you might be in Lesson 5 and define a time within a schedule that you can plan this theme week. And then there's Lesson 6, which is one of the shorter lessons, and that kind of ties up a lot of loose ends, talks about evaluation and also volunteerism. The course is divided into 2 types of actions. There are the learning tasks, which are the readings, the response to readings, the worksheets, and also looking at some YouTube videos and writing video analysis forms for those. Those are things that kind of just give you the information that we need for the class. And then there's the practicum tasks that apply some of the information you're learning in the learning tasks. And those are more practical things you do in your community, such as interviewing staff and residents, applying some of the group concepts that are discussed in the class, and evaluating the various systems that are going on in your community. The learning tasks go with the practicum tasks, so your assignments are kind of a combination of both. But just know that they're meant to go together. If you go through and just do all the worksheets, it's going to be confusing. So try and do the tasks as they're meant to be done together. And again, if you have any questions about this, you don't understand what the heck it means, by all means, reach out to me and I'll explain. The tasks are also meant to be done in order. But again, sometimes our schedules and availability of staff cause delays, so I don't want you to get stuck on something while waiting for someone else. You certainly can go ahead and complete other tasks, but just know that tasks are meant to go together, and to do one out of sync may be confusing. But if you have difficulties with that, certainly let me know. And I would also like you to complete one lesson before moving on to the next. But again, if there's one action holding you back, don't not move on to the next lesson while waiting for that action to be completed. And again, if you have any questions about this, reach out to me. As far as expectations with the assignments, I've tried to put some descriptions in each assignment as to what's expected. You know, I'm not looking for novels because I read all these entries that you put in, but I am looking for clear and concise information, and I am looking for specific information as defined in the assignments. I am looking for complete sentences and paragraphs when it says to discuss something. That's what I'm looking for. And there's going to be a variety of forum posts in some of the assignments where you can share information with others and discuss some of the concepts discussed in class. And if there are any changes to your practicum site or your practicum supervisor, you need to let me know because we need to get some new papers signed. But certainly communicate regularly with me if you have any questions or concerns about anything you're doing in the class. If you have any questions at all, please reach out to me and I'll be happy to answer them. I've given you my cell phone number. I respond to texts rather quickly. If you call and I don't answer, I usually call back within a 24-hour period. And I've also given you my email, which I respond to rather quickly as well. You know, there are no silly questions, and I would rather you be confident in what you're learning and feel good about the learning experience as opposed to getting frustrated and trying to figure out what it is you're supposed to be getting out of these assignments. So don't hesitate to contact me with any questions or concerns you might have, and I'll be happy to work through them with you. You know, my goal is that you have a positive learning experience and you feel good about what you're learning and you're able to apply them effectively. I don't want you to be frustrated or stressed out. This is supposed to be a stress-free experience. So by all means, if you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me, and I am looking forward to working with you on this course.